Okay, here we go. I'm gonna jump straight into it because I have cooked the last 4 fights of Aqua Hideout. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. First, need to get the team. These are definitely the demon fights of Aqua Hideout, but that's okay. So to start with, we're going to need Galvantula, Ludicolo, we need Probopass is already there, we need Araquanid, we need Torterra, and we need Chandelure. I did have to make a few decisions on this fight, basically deciding between risks. I could have either brought Galvantula here, makes my Poliwrath matchup safer, which is the option I've decided was more valuable. I could have, instead of Galvantula, bought Lantern, which was a lot better for the Noivern matchup, but I think that should be safe anyway. So I got a few items to give out. Starting with the Magnet for Galvantula. We need the Miracle Seed for Ludicolo. Then we need the Zoom Lens for Torterra. We need a Citrus Berry on Araquanid. And now I need to, should have done this beforehand, but we need a Pinch Berry for Probopass. So I just need to make sure I don't give it one that confuses. What am I? I am quiet. So okay, so just anything other than a Margot Berry should be fine. So, not Margot, so I'll just give an Aguave. And we need one last thing. Which, okay, I don't have a fly Pokemon, so I need to go teach a move. So we need to go teach a move to Probopass, and that move is going to be Thunder. Robopass already has a flex slot in Rock Smash, so you can just get rid of that. Now I just need to double check that I've changed that in my calc. I just need to rearrange it for a sec. Okay, awesome. Okay, and now we are ready to go. You should be anyway. Okay, let's get Galvantula back out. Okay, and checking. None of these needs to be leveled up, so it's fine. You need a magnet. You need Miracle Seed. You need Agua Berry and Thunder. You need a Citrus Berry. You need Zoom Lens. Oh, and Torterra needs to be Toxic Poisoned. I'll use a script to do that. It's easier, and we'll do that just before we go into the fight, so I don't have to listen to all the poison ticks. And if I accidentally walk in forgetting to do that, I'm just gonna reload. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, that's the wrong one. Such a painful room, this. Don't. No, it's not these ones. We are. This one, I believe. Okay, and I'll just quickly fire up the skip. We'll pre-toxic our Torterra. So that should be done now. Yep. Which means we should be ready to go. So here we go. Demon fight, rain fight, lots of hacks. But to start with is Politoed. So the water gem, and it has hypnosis, ice beam, lots of status. We are going to open by simply with our Galvantula. We're baiting a guaranteed kill from Weather Ball, but we are going to Volt Switch out first to get some chip off. So that kills, and now we're going to go into Ludicolo. It's going to take this Weather Ball quite nicely, even with the Water Gem and the Rain. It's 4 times resisted. Now, we've got Rain Dish, so we're going to get recovery, but we're going to Fake Out first, get a bit more recovery. And then we are going to kill this. Now we could kill with Giga Drain and go back to full HP, but I actually need a little bit of damage, so we're going to kill with Magical Leaf instead. We need a little bit of damage in order to bait Noivern first, because Hurricane isn't quite a kill on full HP, but it does see a kill at 236 HP, which will be under after this rain dish tick. So yeah, this will be Hurricane or double team, because it doesn't always see a kill here. There's a few rolls it doesn't see a kill. That is fine. We are going to go into Protopass. We really don't want to see a confusion here. A double team, that is perfect. Double team is exactly what we want, because we are going to be hitting this thing with Thunder, which does not care about that. Now this Nova does basically nothing to us. The max roll of Dragon Pulse is only 30. We've got that Aglav Berry for an extra 50% HP. This thing can't roost because Power Gem does more than 50%, but we're just going to hit some Thunders. We don't care about the double teams, that's fine. Thunder is it's a roll to 4-hit KO, but we don't really care because it can't touch us. And it's just going to keep spamming double team anyway, which is completely useless. And a Para, that is perfect. Para means we are actually now faster than the Noivern, but that's okay. Maybe we've got some pretty good rolls, so I think we will get 4-hit KO. It's just with Dragon Pulse, that's fine. We do have a value of HP we want to be above here, but that is 72 HP, which we are very comfortably above. Although, I have just noticed, I think we do actually want to take one more hit. Because what we want to do here is bait Heliolisk for Weather Ball. At the moment, Weather Ball is not quite a kill. Okay, lucky I looked at that. Weather Ball max does 158. So I actually want to waste a turn with an Earth Power here and let it hit me again. Okay, perfect. We're now baiting Weather Ball from Heliolisk and only Weather Ball. Actually, I think it could technically Glare, but that is fine. So we'll take this kill with Thunder. And we missed out on the 4-hit KO. That's unlucky. That was apparently a 98% chance. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, doesn't matter. 138 is still a good HP. Well, it didn't actually touch us last time. But that's still perfect. We will be baiting in Heliolisk and it'll be going for Weather Ball or Glare, but Glare is fine. This is a Bright Carter Heliolisk. What we're going to do here is we are going to pivot through a Raquanid. Raquanid is going to take basically nothing from this Weather Ball and it's going to bait only Thunderbolts or Glare. But again, Glare is fine. So with this being Thunderbolt or Glare, we now have a safe switch into our pre-toxic Cortera. So we can't get status by paralyzed by Glare. We take nothing from Thunderbolt. And what we can do is, using our zoom lens, we are going to be slower, guaranteed to hit, and just kill with an Earthquake. Weather Ball comes out, it's fine. Perfect. Kills. Now with the poison chip, we are just going to get put low enough that now Poliwrath sees the kill, so it'll come out first for sure. This can't belly drum because we see a kill on it. It also sees a kill with all rolls of liquidation. I think if Heliolisk had low rolled, it would have not seen a kill, but that's fine, doesn't matter. So this is just going to be liquidation, and we are going to go into our Ludicolo. What we want here is no defense drop, which is not ideal, but that is okay. Because what we can do here is we can basically stall a little bit. So I'm going to click Fake Out, do a little bit of chip, but doesn't really matter, but get a little bit of HP back from Rain Dish. So this is, let me double check. Yeah. So this is, we would be dead to a crit Drain Punch here, but it is guaranteed Drain Punch. We are going to just swap into Chandelure. We use Ghost type, it takes nothing from it. Now we're gonna try that again and hope for no defense drop this time. We've got a bit of fake up PP, so we can do this for a little bit. But ideally not forever, so if we could stop getting defense drops, that would be great. This matchup is a little bit sketchy. So I am hoping this is going to turn out well. Okay, come on, no defense drop this time, please. Perfect. HP is a little rough, a little lower than I was hoping it to be. I think we are actually dead to some crit rolls of Drain Punch. We are dead to about half the crit rolls of Drain Punch, which is not ideal, but I don't really have a choice. We're just going to have to stay in and click Giga Drain and hope this doesn't kill. Great. Perfect. This is going to do a lot. We're going to recover quite a lot. Great. 144. 58. Okay, we're still dead to most crit rolls. I don't think there's too many other things we could do. Let me check. We might be able to. Might be able to go to Araquanid, maybe? It might be able to do. Yeah. I don't think that really works. I think the best we can do is kind of just stay in and click Giga Drain again and hope we don't get crit. Perfect. Okay. That was. I think I definitely could have found a better answer there, but that's okay. We dodged the crit. That's down, and now it's only Ferrothorn left. Ferrothorn doesn't have any hacks or anything, has Curse, which is a bit scary, but it actually doesn't matter because we are just going to swap into Chandelure. Chandelure always lives a crit Gyrobolt, obviously it lives a Body Press, and it can't explode, and even if it could work Ghost type. And now, even in the rain, Overheat just kills. And that is that fight down. Perfect. Had to get a little bit lucky, but that's okay. We can head back now. Just grab items off. Didn't even have to use the berries either, which is great. Actually, I forgot about the berry on Araquanid. I think maybe going to Araquanid on Polyracer might have been safer, but oh well. It's done now. Yeah, we can run back and get ready to jump into the next fight. Next fight is also a demon, and we are definitely risking stuff on this fight because it is demonic. Okay, let me just quickly get my notes up and get my calc sorted. So, technically speaking, if things go to plan, this is actually a 5 online, which is pretty cool. But things can go off the deep end very quickly. So, the mons we need Ludicolo, we need Aggron, we need Ninja, Lantern, we need Araquanid and Gardevoir. Well, they're saying that we do need to go teach a move first, so I'll put Araquanid away for a sec. Because what we need is... I don't think I've got it already. Oh no, we don't need to go anywhere. We need to Thunder Punch on Aggron, but we've actually already got that. So we can actually just get the team and jump in. Okay, items to start. So we start with items. So we need Miracle Seed on Ludicolo. We need Black Glasses for Greninja. We need a Pixie Plate for Gardevoir. We need Citrus Berry for Lantern and Araquanid. And finally, we need the Mega Stone for Aggron. And last thing we need to do, also items, we need to go to our TMs, and we need an Icy Wings TM, which I should have some of. Maybe? Oh, there. I need to teach Icy Wind to Lantern. I'm going to teach it Shockwave because that's a flex slot. And we also need to do some leveling up. We need everyone to level 81. And one more, there we go. Okay, we're done. Okay, let's check my calc, check everything's alright, you're good, you're good. You're updated, you're updated. Awesome. So let me just double check. So we have Ludicolo with a Miracle Seed, Aggron with Aggronite and Thunder Punch, Greninja with the Black Glasses, Lantern with the Citrus Berry and Icy Wind, Gardevoir with a Pixie Plate, and you with a Citrus. Okay, and we are good to go. That's the wrong way. Okay, other team fight. So this fight is particularly hard with the Quick Claw, Sturdy, Caracosta in the lead. If it's not setting up rocks, it's doing a billion damage. There's no way to safely get rid of this thing, really. So we're just gonna hope for no Quick Claw. If Quick Claw procs, we're probably fine, but it can get a bit sketchy. So we're just going to hope for no Quick Claw. And let's just jump in. See if we can handle this demon. So, here we go. Quick Claw, Caracosta with the rocks. So we're just going to fake out. Break the Sturdy, let it do nothing. That's okay. This turn didn't matter. And now is where we really don't want a Quick Claw. We're going to kill this with Giga Drain. And perfect, okay. No Quick Claw there is amazing. Makes this a lot safer. It's still not completely safe. There is risk, but that's quite good. This is going to bait out Gliscor. And it's always going for dual Wing Beats. Actually, I did forget about something. This can actually Sword Stance, which would be very bad. I forgot about that. We're going to go into Aggron. Okay, thank God. There were some rolls of dual Wing Beat that didn't see a kill there, and they would have been really bad if it had hit. But we're okay. So Aggron now, this is baiting a kill with Earthquake. We are going to just simply Mega though. Mega turns our 4x resist into like a 1.5 because we lose our rock typing and gain filter. And now, oh, why did I write that Thunder Punch? This was supposed to be Ice Punch. Okay, I'm closing that. Okay, sorry guys. I'm closing that because it was in the plan. I am not. Yeah, it was in the plan. I knew I was supposed to do. Just wrote it down wrong. I'm not worried about that. So we're going to pretend that didn't happen. I'll just quickly mute while I am on speed up. Quickly run in. Okay, while I'm mute. I knew I had to go to the tutor, but I just wrote it down wrong. That's okay. So we go here, go to the tutor, and we will replace Thunder Punch with Ice Punch. There we go. And now we run back. I'm not going to change anything else about the line though, because I think that wouldn't feel fair. Like, I could crit damage my Ludicolo now and to bait guaranteed kill, but I don't think that would be fair if I did that, so I'm just going to leave everything else exactly how it was. And we're going to run back in. Such a pain running through Aqua Hideout. And Magma Hideout for that matter. Okay, let's try this again for the first time, definitely. Save just in case. And here we go. Now, let's try this again. So this time we are going to fake out. Easy, this time doesn't matter. And now we are going to kill this with a Giga Drain. And no quick claw. Perfect. Okay, this is Gliscor. Now we're gonna now hope to steal Wing Beats again, because I forgot about that in the plan. Oh, hey Avery. Thanks for joining the stream. To a Wing Beat? Oh, okay. And now I think we're in trouble, because this was not in the plan. So we're going to Mega here. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day until that Gliscor just flicks Sword Stance. We do live this +2 Earthquake after we Mega Evolve. I don't stream very often. I've played most of this line off stream, but you know, with a few tough fights, I decided I'd give a little bit of streaming a go. So here I am. But yeah, I don't know how often I'll stream, but anyway. So Ice Punch doesn't quite kill here. So this is now going for another Earthquake. I think this is okay. We're just gonna have to sack something, probably. I think the plan now is we swap into a Araquanid. It'll live the Earthquake, it resists it, And with our citrus berry, we're actually a decent chance at living. Oh no, hang on, I forgot to apply the +2. Yeah, we're not living. We're okay, so Araquanid is dying, unfortunately. But that's fine, I think. Poison should be okay, and we're okay here because we can go into Greninja, who is faster and will kill with a Surf. That's a shame. I hope I wasn't planning on using Arachnids for the rest of today. Okay, I wasn't, that's okay. Okay, that's a shame. Okay, this is now Starmie. This does see Analytic Bug, but that doesn't matter. This is always going to Thunderbolt. And now we are going to do a little bit of a PP stall, which is lovely. So we are going to go into Lantern here. This Lantern is immune to electric moves, and Lantern will bait a Psychic. Always. It does live a Psychic, so part of the plan was also click Icy Wind and go back into Ninja to kill. That was the plan if rocks were up and I couldn't just do an infinite pivot. But because there's no rocks, I can just pivot back and forth between these two and just do this until they're out of PP. So this here will be 2 and 2. 2 Thunderbolt, 2 Psychic. Let me just double check they're both. I need to double check. I'm pretty sure it's Hydro Pump is the PP max move. Yeah, Hydro Pump's the PP max move. So where? Let me double check how many people. So Thunderbolt will have 15, and Psychic will have 10, I believe. Correct, 10. So I just need to stall this out of Psychics. This is the third Thunderbolt. And we're going to get the third Psychic. Our fourth Thunderbolt. Psychic number 4. Thunderbolt number 5. Psychic 5. Thunderbolt 6. Psychic 6. Thunderbolt 7. Psychic 7. Thunderbolt 8. Psychic 8. Thunderbolt 9. Okay, Psychic 9. Thunderbolt number 10. And this here should be the last Psychic, number 10. Perfect. Now we can go back into Lantern. One more Thunderbolt, that doesn't matter. This is now out of Psychic, so this will be clicking Hydro Pump into Lantern, that doesn't matter. We are going to kill it with Thunderbolts. It misses, that's fine. And a Paralysis, that's actually perfect. So this now kills, which this should base in, I think this is actually Gudra. It is Gudra. Now this could be either Dragon Tail or Curse. That's fine. We're just going to go into Gardevoir. Okay, it uses Curse. That's not ideal, but it's fine. We live, it's actually fine. We live a crit Aqua Tail and we kill with 2 Moonblasts, so this is actually not a problem. We're all good. Perfect. It lived crit there. Max roll crit didn't kill. It's fine. And now our second Moonblast simply kills. And it's only the Quick Claw, Sniper, Octillery left. What HP are we at? I actually like the HP we're at because we are now basing only Water Spout, which I like. We're just going to go into Ludicolo. It's not going to do too much damage. 4 times this unless it gets a crit, because you know it's not a crit. Now I want to have a look. I actually always live a crit here. So what I'm going to fake out first. That's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to knock off first. Okay, cool. That gets rid of the Quick Claw. So now we can sort of have something in the back to clean up. Ice Beam comes out. Yeah, crit doesn't kill us, and no freeze, so that's perfect. So we would be right now. We are dead to crit. Let's see how much HP will we have after a Giga Drain. I think we should always, Giga Drain should always, I think Giga Drain is a roll to kill here, but it should always heal us out of range of crit anyway. So we're just going to quick Giga Drain, which kills anyway, and that's the fight done. Which, unfortunately, did have an unplanned loss. So, thanks for the raid, XYZ. Thank you very much. You join at an inopportune time. We've just finished the battle, but unfortunately we had a mistake and Arachnid went down. I forgot in my plan that when Gliscor came in front of Ludicolo, there was a chance it could sword stance, which meant that instead of Aggron being able to safely kill it with 2 ice punches, it just had to hit 1 ice punch, and then I had to sack so that Greninja could come in and finish the job, which sucks, but what can you do? It's a mistake. Oh well. 07 Arachnid. Yeah. Anyway, nothing you can do about it now. I didn't scale webs on him. It was an option I looked at a handful of times, and it's almost the plan I went with for Matt, but I didn't really have anything that could take advantage. I am kinda now dreading Space Tag because I was kinda relying on early dive from this to give me a ton of scales for that. So I think Space Tag is now terrifying. But, yeah, what can you do? Yeah, so, like, overall it's kind of fine, but, yeah, not ideal in any case. I'm also now kind of wishing that I had fought a worse Mon as backup rather than him, but again, he was more there as backup for, well, the Octopus mainly, Octillery, which, you know, maybe in hindsight obviously in hindsight I should have known that Gliscor could have Sword Stance. I think that would have been a pretty easy fix anyway. I could have just slightly pre-damaged Ludicolo and used Magical Leaf instead of Giga Drain to kill, which meant it always would have seen a kill with dual Wing Beat. That would have been fine. And, you know, then there's not a problem. Aggron then always wins that matchup unless he gets like double max roll crit. But, yeah. Oh well. 07 Arachnid. Enjoying the death box. I think that's the first unplanned death in a very long time. Looking at this box, the last unplanned death would have been Berserker. Well, I suppose technically Electros. This was on Winona. It was kind of a intended sack in a steer. So I didn't go into the battle intending to sack it, but decided to sack it for safe for a, you know, good line in a bit of a steer. And then realized about 30 seconds after I sacked it that I had a riskless line where I could have saved its life, which is annoying. Yeah, it is pretty good. So yeah, Mask Rain all the way back on Brawly. This was on Watson, lost the 1v1 with Rotom, which sucked, which then meant I then had to sack Kingdra on CRR instead of being able to sack this on CRR, which is a shame. Roserade got high rolled by Diggersby on Norman. Walrein was sacked on Norman. This was to Weather Institute Shelly. And yeah, Winona. This was a sack on Lily Cove Rival. This boomed on Mount Pyre. This was sacked on the second Hellroom fight. It was sacked to the... it was supposed to be sacked to the Incineroar. It ended up winning that 1v1 and killing it, but obviously Magma Swamp got sacked anyway. This was sacked to Tabitha in Magma Hideout, and then these next 4 were all to Maxi and Arachnid now. But yeah, it is a very good death box. The fact that I've lost so many grass types is probably the biggest thing that's annoying me. The Roserade is the one that... Yeah, sure, I have lost both diamonds, but yeah, this Roserade is probably the one that hurts the most. Because I'm left with grass mobs. Obviously, Torterra's great, but, you know, and Lilligant's great, but it doesn't do too much with grass moves, and then Ludicolo is relatively weak when it comes to grass moves, so a fast Leaf Storm probably would have been nice, but, well. Anyway, we can jump straight into the next fight now. This one should be free, I'm pretty sure. I think this is riskless. Well, I think technically there's infinite fiction because I'm not actually dealing with the choice band on the Rillaboom. So there's technically infinite fiction, but yeah, it's basically free. So opening with Crobat, we need... Oh, sorry, that's the old notes. I changed this team up relatively last minute because I realised one of my strats is going to not work. So I need Rhyperior, I need Gengar, I need Metagross, I need Lilligant, and I need Torterra. Let's just rearrange this a bit, close up the gaps. Okay, and then got a little bit of stuff to do, so I need a Soft Sands for Rhyperior. Don't need anything with Gengar. I need a Shed Shell on Torterra. I need no item on Lilligant. I need a Citrus Berry for Metagross. And I need a Citrus Berry on Crobat too. Gengar doesn't matter. And let me just, okay, double check. I'm pretty sure I don't need to level anyone up, but I will double check that. No, I don't need to level anyone up, so that's okay. Okay, cool. Healed up. And that should be everything. I don't need any moves. Oh, I need to pre-damage Lilligants, and so I'll just use a script to do that. What slot are you in? You're in spot 5. So you need 188. So, okay, cool. Lilligant needs to be 188. I also need to poison Lilligant, but I'm going to do that when I get there. So we don't have to deal with poison tests. Cool. Okay, cool. The last grunt fight of Aqua Hideout. And yeah, like that. I'm pretty sure this is completely safe. I'll say first, thank you. Yeah, I did have a relatively last minute change to this line because I realized my strategy. Well, I was planning on PP stalling the Ampharos, but I just realized that even though HP Ice only did a little bit and there's grassy terrain, I just didn't actually have enough HP to stall at all. But that's okay, doesn't matter. So this is a Focus Band Rillaboom. It's just going to spam Grassy Glide because I show it a kill with Brave Bird, but we're just going to quick Leech Life. So we stay nice and high HP. Technically this can Focus Band forever and we lose this, but that is extremely unlikely. So we're just going to keep clicking Leech Life until this thing is dead. Because we're flying back, so we don't actually get the grassy terrain recovery. But he does, and we keep draining a little bit from him. And hopefully this should kill. Awesome. No bands. Focus bands don't exist. So this is going to go Ampharos for Thunderbolt. And we are going to swap into Rhyperior. And now we still need to do a bit of PP stalling. That's the first Thunderbolt. Let me just double check in which. So it's got Thunderbolt PP maxed. So. Which means, because we need to stall this out of Focus Blast PP. Focus Blast has 5 PP, so we're just going to go into Gengar. This should be the first one. Perfect. Another Thunderbolt. Perfect. Let's do this a few more times. Oh, I just realized I forgot to poison Lilligant before I went in. How important is it? Because I can just reset and do it again. Or, they did say that, or I could potentially do some pivoting. It's fine, I can just do another pivot. It's actually safe, so I am just not going to worry about it. Because I can always get around it, and also if the tentacle sets up toxic spikes, then I'm going to get poisoned anyway, so. That's the third Focus Blast. And we got Focus Blast number 4. Should be. Yep. Now this should be the last Focus Blast. Yeah, that should be the last Focus Blast. So now we go back into Rhyperior. Also, I haven't really been watching, but I don't think this Ampharos' Claw has triggered once this battle so far. Which is kind of funny. But anyway, with a Soft Sand, we take this HP Ice. It's super effective, but the Solid Rock doesn't do that much. So we take this HP ice and we just kill with the soft sand, high horsepower. Dead. So this will be baiting in Tentacruel for fast kill. Static. Hadn't thought about that, but that doesn't matter. I'm not using this again in the fight, so that doesn't actually matter. Yeah, claw so fake. That was 11 turns and not one quick claw proc. It's supposed to be 20%. That's actually kind of insane odds. Oh, and this was supposed to be pre-toxic as well, which again I forgot. Okay, I just forgot to apply like all of my statuses. If this burns, it's not ideal. That's a crit, but oh well. Okay, that's kind of best case scenario. This is about the HP we would have been on, and toxic spikes means forgetting to do Willigans pre-poison doesn't matter. So this is Obstagoon now. This is only clicking knockoff. So we are going to go into our Willigan, which has no item. Yeah. We're poisoned by the spikes, so this is actually, we would have been poisoned anyway. I was simply poisoning it just to make this HP consistent, because I need to bait and kill after this. But yeah, we're just gonna click close combat. And you know what? I actually didn't need to do that because I forgot to include the close combat defense drops in the calc, so I didn't actually need to pre-damage by anywhere near as much as this. But it doesn't matter. Ludicolo here. This Ludicolo is going to be clicking Zen Headbutt. We're just going to go into Torterra. Torterra does 1v1 this. Oh, it used Grassy Glide. Why did it use Grassy Glide? That shouldn't have been a kill. Oh, because I haven't turned Grassy Terrain on, of course. I really dislike the calc and Grassy Terrain because it doesn't apply automatically, unlike weather. But you know what, that's fine. So he's lost his gem. I can technically kind of just sit on this and growl it down and synth up, but I think a lot easier is I can just go to Crobat on another grass. This is going to be another Grassy Glide. Now this does nothing, and it's going to Grassy Glide again, and I can just kill it with Brave Bird. This is going to do nothing, and I'm only going to take about 30% from recoil, so... And that is the fight. Done. There we go. See, now it's a free fight. Even made a couple of mistakes for getting my free status, my free damage, and what? Oh, I really didn't remember why I wasn't supposed to kill this. I was supposed to kill this Torterra because it had there's a Wobbuffet in the back. So I'm kind of fucked now. Well then. I knew I was forgetting something. I think I'm going to lift Crobat now, unless it gets really lucky. Ah, shit. I think I kind of just have to click Leech Life and hope it doesn't click counter. They do have Sludge Bomb, so it should be able to Mirror Coat. And Encore, okay. Well, now I'm just clicking Leech Life, and I'm gonna... It's also gonna keep me high HP. How much damage for this? Okay, well, if it clicks counter, I just die, because this is dealing enough damage. Maybe I should have locked into Sludge Bomb or Cross Poison instead then. Yeah, okay. And Crobat's dead. God damn it. And this was a choice too. I could have gone Shed Shell and Crobat instead of Citrus and always done this plan. But I decided not to and just God damn it. This has not been a good afternoon. That's fine. Interesting, I didn't realise that absorbs toxic spikes even though it's got levitate. Oh no, it doesn't have levitate, that's right. It's only enemy Gengar that has levitate. Anyway, we click toxic here. Ah, god damn it. At least it's not like Crobat's the worst Pokemon, so it's not a massive loss, but that really sucks because that was completely safe and avoidable. Also, if this wasn't New Game Plus, I definitely would have had it holding a Shed Shell as well as Torterra too. But what can you do? Damn. That really, really sucks. I think with Crobat, I think I definitely should have locked myself into. No, but that doesn't work either. That's just delaying it longer. Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter. I was gonna die anyway, so. Anyway, Toxic from this Gengar kills it eventually. So stupid. I should have just done that anyway. It was a better plan. I kind of just wanted to feed a kill to Torterra. But then when I had Toxic Spikes up, I kind of just decided against it. But, oh well. On to the next one. Okay, and next up is Max, so we thought it was getting any easier. It's not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the last Wobbuffet. But, no, it's just frustrating that that was completely avoidable, and I just stopped using my brain. So stupid. Okay. 07 Crobat. So I need to grab items. 07 Crobat. You'll be missed. I mean, you really haven't been used that much, but that's really annoying. It's also one of my few flying types other than Archeops. Which, I mean, Archeops is great, but yeah, I don't know. That's a pain. Anyway, can't dwell on it for too long, because we're about to send a few more souls into the graveyard to join them, because Matt is a demon. So we need Ludicolo, we need Pyro, we need Flygon, we need Gardevoir, we need Houndoom, yeah, I often do that when I'm sort of cooking by myself and like playing by myself, but I think now that I've started streaming a couple of those, I've sort of not really been doing that. I guess trying to, I don't know, keep things moving, I guess. It's kind of stupid. I shouldn't have been doing it, but oh well. Anyway, this is our team. We got a little bit to do. We first need to do couple little bits of leveling. Yeah, I think it's definitely it's a bit of, you know, sort of the nerves of stream and trying to rush it. Because I mean, I did my whole entire, you know, winning run with, I don't think I had a single one of those mistakes, and now that's 2 of them that I've made just this stream, which, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to just keep running, or I don't know. Anyway, we track on. Okay, I'm leveling up. Now, I also need. What do you need? So you're okay. I need a pinch berry on you, so I need to figure out which berry. So I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I definitely need to just slow down, make sure I'm following the plan. But, oh well. So, okay. So you need a pinch berry that's just not Papa, because that's the one. So, berries. You can have an Aguave. Okay. So I think I need a citrus berry on you. Then I need a black belt on you. I need a soft sand on you. I need Mega Houndoom. And we are making an investment with this. We are teaching Tailwinds to Flygon. All of these moves are very useful. It sucks, but I will be getting rid of First Impression, which I successfully delayed this for, and I have not clicked First Impression yet. So, you know, great, very useful delay. That has not paid off, but it was a nice option to have. So, you, Soft Sand, you've got Tailwind. You don't need anything because I'm sure you know what you're about to do. You've got an Aguave berry, you've got a citrus berry, and Luminate, you've leveled up, and a black belt. And last we need pre-damage on Ludicolo. Need 138 HP on Ludicolo. We also need to pre-toxic Flygon, but I will do that when I get to the fight. And if I forget to do that one this time, I'm definitely resetting and doing it, because that one is quite important. Okay. At least, this is definitely the line I know the best, because I've been thinking about this line for basically the last 24 hours, because this fight is so demon. It took a long time. A lot of my early plans involved sacking 4. This is not sacking 4, so that's nice. It isn't riskless though. There's a couple places where I'm risking high roll crits that will just wipe. Yeah, Matt's demon. I think there's very specific boxes. Like, I remember in my winning run last time, Max was completely free. Sorry, Matt was completely free. Let's see if I can find where it was. But I had an absolutely cracked team for that. So, where is it? Yeah, I had Infinite as a great lead. And then, you know, I had Gliscopod, I had Pulp, I had Primarina, I had Corviknight, I had Garchomp. I think that's probably like literally the best 6 mons you can have for that fight. So that was free, but obviously that now means I've got none of them for this. But anyway. Yeah, to be honest, this New Game Plus was very much, when I won my run, I thought there is no way I'm physically going to be able to do New Game Plus, because I had all of the good mons in my run. Like, I had every pseudo-legendary dragon except for Goodra. I had Sneasler and Weavile, I had Gliscopod, I had Pulp, obviously, you know. So I very much thought that this New Game Plus would not be possible, but I'm giving it a go anyway, and somehow on my this is my first attempt at New Game Plus, I'm this far. So, yeah. I think this split was definitely the thing I was most concerned about, because, you know, I'm sorely lacking power. And I'll sorely lack power pretty much until, well, after TNL. Because after TNL, I've got a guaranteed B drill from Sutopolis. At that point, I can pull Goodra from Game Corner. I haven't pulled Game Corner yet. I'm sort of waiting. You know, I also have, once I get a Roma, I've got so many dead water routes that I'm basically guaranteed that I'll be able to force Latios. So, you know, I'll have a good dragon there. But, yeah. Okay. Pre-toxic should now be applied. No, it isn't, because I didn't do it right. Pre-toxic U. Yeah, cool. Flygon is toxic. And let's heal off that 1 HP of damage. Because I think there is technically a fiction where it can die, so that might matter. And save and jump in. Okay, here we go. Okay, so opening with Mamosire. Classic, it's got a sash, it's got rocks. We're just going to start by faking it out. Easy, break the sash. Now with the pre-damage, we are baiting Icicle Crash, so we're going to swap into Pyro. Easy, Pyro takes the Icicle Crash pretty nicely, even though crit, doesn't matter. And we're going to kill with Overheat. He's going to get a nice shard off, doesn't matter. Cool. And Pyro kills Mammothline. And this is going to bait in Dracovish, the Demon, Choice Scarf, Strong Jaw, Vicious Rend, monstrous amounts of damage. So we now are going to swap into our Borax Water Resist in Ludicolo. This is the first bit of risk. The top 3 rolls of crit, I think, kill, which we're hoping to dodge, and that was actually a min roll, I think. Or one-off, I think. One-off a min roll. So our Agua Berry triggers and brings us back up. And we do now always live a crit, and we are going to knock off the Choice Scarf. So the risk there was a top 3 or 4 rolls of crit would have killed, or double crit also would have killed. So a low roll crit into another crit. But I was supposed to fake out there as well. Oh, I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter. Let me double check though. Because if this matters, I might have to stay in and risk a crit to do a bit more chip. Because I'm actually only dead to crit right now. Exactly. Max roll of non-crit is 94. Which is... how much? I do need to update my calc. I haven't changed my mons yet. So let me just make sure I've got the correct mons in calc. Okay, so let's see. So that actually is fine. Just knockoff does enough damage exactly. So a mineral knockoff into the mineral Draco media we're going to use to kill this exactly kills. So we are fine to sack Pyro. 07 Pyro. You were the worst encounter I possibly could have gotten in my starting pack, but you know what? You've been okay. But you've outlived your usefulness. Goodbye. I did technically have a safer opening there if I had used Greninja to kill and then sacked either Greninja or Ludicolo, but I thought that little bit of risk on Ludicolo was worth it to not sack a valuable Pokemon and instead sack Pyro. But that's okay, because we're now going to send out our Flygon. With the Choice Scarf not gone, we are now faster, and we kill this with Draco Meteor. Bang. Okay, special attack doesn't matter. So now we take our little bit of Toxic Chip, that's okay. We are going to bait in Dragapult for Dragon Dance. So we are going to swap into our Fairy type and take it. Now this is our other bit of risk. We are going to stay in here and click a move. Shadow Ball is obviously super effective. It kills with half of the crit rolls. We don't want that, because if that happens, we probably wipe. But what we're going to do is where Moonblast would actually kill this, but we're not going to kill this. We're going to pick Draining Kiss. Okay, don't crit, don't crit. Fuck. It might be over, fellas. It might be over. It might be really over. Okay. I think we're actually okay. We go into Houndoom. Houndoom was going to be killing this with a Sucker Punch after the chip. Sucker Punch will not kill here. Oh, no, that doesn't work either. So the initial plan here was, with the Draining Kiss recovery and the Citrus Berry, after Gardevoir dealt half to this, it was always going to be baiting a Shadow Ball. I could swap in Houndoom for free, pretty much. Then it could kill with Sucker Punch without Mega Evolving, which then baits in Kartana, and then I can Mega Evolve, become faster than Kartana, and kill it. But the issue... So my problem here is, if I Mega Evolve right now, I can live Dragon Darts without it. I can, yeah. If I Mega Evolve, I can live Dragon Darts here. And Dark Pulse will almost certainly kill. It's like 2 rolls, Dark Pulse don't kill, but if they don't, Sucker Punch will, it's fine. But then obviously I am going to need to sack something into Kartana. And I actually don't even know if I have an answer to Kartana with that. I don't know what the answer is here. It's definitely... I do want to count. Do need to do a quick count, because maybe we'd live this when we account to the Dragon Gem bug, because it'll only boost the first start. But I don't think so. Yeah, no, we are very dead. So I think we have to Mega Evolve. Yeah, okay. Do we bait non-Dragon Dart? No. We don't even bait a Hydro Pump, so we can't even pray for a 50-50 Hydro Pump into Mist. The Sucker Crit doesn't kill anyway. The play is Mega and click Dark Pulse, because Mega lives Dragon Darts as long as it doesn't crit. Like, max roll... Well... Yeah, if we Mega, it has to specifically crit the first Dragon Dart that is boosted by the gem in order to kill Mega Houndoom. So, I can do that. The issue is then just Kartana in the back. Yeah, the issue is Kartana in the back. You know what I'm really regretting now is actually that I didn't burn my Conqueror, because my Conqueror's Guts, but I didn't burn it because I don't need the Guts boost. But if I had the Guts boost now, it might have been okay. Okay, let's put it this way. My only play right now is to Mega and Dark Pulse. Okay, just don't crit this first one. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. 70. This Dark Pulse probably kills. If it doesn't, we can kill with Sucker Punch, it's fine. Okay, cool, killed. 70. Now this is where, in an ideal world, we would have been killing Kartana here by breaking its ankles. But obviously now that we've already Mega Evolved, we're faster, we show a billion damage with Flamethrower to it. So this is going to go Raikou for fast kill. And it's random Thunderbolt or Scald. The original plan was Houndoom was going to use Sucker Punch to chip this and give a free switch into Flygon. I think that still has to be the plan. Because I don't think I can do anything else here. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Can this Signal Beam me? No, it can't. So I can't even get like a Fiction Signal Beam missed kill. I think I just have to get damage off. Yeah, I just have to get this damage off and hope. Using Scald, using up the Water Gem, that's really good. If I'd only taken the Shadow Ball, it would have been guaranteed Scald, which got to get through the gem, which is nice. But 07. And we come into Flygon. So I think now it is follow the initial plan, which is quick Tailwinds here. Take the Scald. This is why I'm toxic, so I can't get burned there. So I use Tailwind. I'm now faster, and I kill with Earthquake. That's really annoying because I could have used a Scale on Gardevoir to stop that from crit from ever killing. But I'm so low on Scales, I thought it was more worth it to take the risk, and now I'm fucked. Okay, so this is Kartana first. Okay, I actually really don't like. I was really hoping this was going to be Gyarados, but so that Tailwind up. I've got 3 turns of Tailwind. This is full random move. I mean, the good news is everything is faster. I kind of think I have to just drop a Draco into this and say goodbye. I think that's my only out. Because if I... The full random move, the only thing I can... Okay, I think I have 2 options here. Under Tailwind, my Conkeldurr is max speed. It's 31 speed and a hasty nature. It is max speed. So under Tailwind, my Conkeldurr actually speed ties this Kartana. I could, if I sack into it, but I'm sacking, would I rather Ludi or would I rather Flygon? No, but I can't. But if I sack into it, then I'm just risking everything on a 50-50 on that speed tie. If that speed tie doesn't come off, then it'll have a beast boost and it's over. How much do you do? No, okay. I know what I have to do. I just have to drop a Draco here. 07 Flygon, you've been a fucking goat. You've been so good. You're my only dragon type. And now you're not. 07. And I don't think the bloodiness is over either. Because now Mach Punch is going to kill this. With the Life Orb and the Draco, even non-Guts Mach Punch with the Black Belt will kill. And now it's just Gyarados, which is going to come in. This is going to intimidate me. This is non-Mega. So with Tailwind, I am currently faster. But because this is non-Mega, because fighting is not super effective, and I'm intimidated, this does basically nothing. So this can Dragon Dance right now, and if it Dragon Dances, we're kind of over. This is also the last turn of Tailwind. I think so. This right now is going to be either Waterfall or Dragon Dance. If it's Waterfall, I should have taught this Thunder Punch. So I've got a Flex slot, I've got Brick Break on it. If I taught this Thunder Punch, then I would have been showing it a kill. Well, I would have been showing it a fast 2 KO. It wouldn't be able to Dragon Dance at least. But I didn't think I was going to be steering. I'm intimidated. I think the play is to Hammer Arm, is to stay in and click Hammer Arm. I think if Dragon Dances, it's kind of over anyway. Well, we're just going to be fishing for crit. Because right now it's slightly more likely to Waterfall, but it's basically 50-50 Waterfall Dragon Dance. If I click Superpower doesn't kill anyway, and then after a Superpower, hang on, let me check the rolls. So one Superpower. What is Superpower Mach Punch? Okay, Superpower Mach Punch. So -1 Superpower into -2 Mach Punch is a 70% roll to kill. Which becomes, well, and then there is exactly Fake Out then should be fine because there's literally only one roll of, if all 3 min roll, then even after a Fake Out it doesn't kill and you can wipe. But I think so. Superpower is that. If I go to -1 defense, it's still only a crit Waterfall that kills me. I think I kind of have to send Superpower Mach Punch and hope for a crit or a high roll on my end. Yeah, I kind of just have to. Okay. Come on, Conqueror, clutch up. If I had if I'd burned myself and had guts, this wouldn't be a problem because I'd kill through the Intimidate. Wait, what? Don't I have Tailwind still? Okay, I don't, but that's... I thought Tailwind was still up, but I guess it wasn't. I guess that was the last turn before. That's actually okay. That is a massive roll. That is a super high roll. I think we're fine. I think we win. I think that's a high enough roll. That's... I think that's guaranteed. -2 Map Punch does 18%. That looks like it's less than 18 to me. I think we're out. Okay. Wow. We're out. Jeez. Okay. That was crazy. Oh god. Yeah, it's actually only Gardevoir that I lost, which... Oh, sorry, and sorry, 2 unplanned deaths. Yeah, Flygon. Flygon's the massive loss, because Flygon is my only fast ground type. It's my only dragon type. It's a U-turner. It's got now had Tailwind. So Gardevoir and Flygon are a massive loss. But we're out. We're through. Yeah, that's rough. That's... Oh, why didn't I just use the scale? Could have been a value scale because Gardevoir's got a 6 special defense IV. If I'd scaled that to 31, it would have lived all rolls of Shadow Ball crit. So it would have been fine. But I tried to preserve my... Where are my scales? My 2 scales. Yeah, Hydreigon was in my original run. Yeah, my original one had all of the dragons. My original run had all of the dragons except for Goodra and Flygon, obviously. And I did also have Druddigon, but again, that was sacked to Maxi. Let me even look, is there even any other dragon types? So, yeah, all just looking. The only... So there is now only 4 dragons, 5 dragons that... Yeah. There's now only 5 dragons that haven't been in either run. There's Duraludon, which I hope stays that way. The 2 Laddies, I didn't have either of them as my roamers in the first game, and I'm definitely going to be forcing Latios this game if I can actually get to it. No Goodra and no Noivern. I would have liked to have had a Noivern, but yeah, it was okay. I got a Crobat instead. It was useful at least. But yeah, literally every other dragon I've either had in this run or my last. So yeah, that's unideal, but we carry on. The run is alive. As long as the runner's alive, we keep going. We're not going to truck today. But we've got quite a few fallen soldiers to say goodbye to. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I think, well, given I've got Probopass with Magnet Pool, getting either Duraludon or Goodra is relatively likely from Shoal Cave, because that's definitely what I'm going to be going for. And I've obviously still got quite a few places I can look for Goodra. Other than that, I've still got 123, I've still got C4 Cavern, obviously. Okay. Goodbye, Pyroar. You weren't that useful. Goodbye, Gardevoir. Gardevoir, I think, is honestly the hero of this run. Purely for Hasty Synchronize. Like, half of my box is Hasty Nature because of this Gardevoir. It's absolutely nuts having a super fast box. Having plus speed natures on most of my box is actually insane. Like, I think this is probably the reason why this run's gone so deep is, because of that Hasty Sync. It's actually, it was actually insane. It was reasonably likely. With my dupes, 102, my only valid encounters were Pidgeot, Gardevoir, and Xatu. And I got 101 Pidgeot, so then which is actually the funniest story, I literally spent, like, because I knew that I forced 101 Pidgeot, which, I don't know, it's been kind of decent. But I literally spent, like, half an hour trying to encounter a Pidgey on 101, and then my first encounter, not including, with no dupes, no nothing, was this Gardevoir. It was kind of funny. And then Houndoom. Houndoom has been amazing. Houndoom was my only dark type for a very long time. It did quite a bit, you know, and I mean, it was always going to die on this fight, which is kind of a shame just after I got its Mega Stone. But 07, and then Flygon. Flygon's been amazing. Such a good mon. You know, it was one of the ones I hit Hasty on. I scaled its speed for, I think it was Winona. I think I scaled its speed for. No, this was 112 Doom. Old Dale was Pyro. Yeah. Sorry, no, it wasn't even 112 Doom. 112 was Rapidash that I don't think I've used once. This was 113 Houndoom. Yeah, but no, this Flygon's been so good. It's been so great, you know. Strong Earthquake, strong Draco Meteors, my only Draco Meteors. And, you know, a lot of use with U-Turn. It had Earth Power for a long time. Yeah, Flygon is definitely the worst loss from this, like, by far. But, I just hope I can get through. If I can get through, yeah, I don't know, because, well, I guess I'm gonna really have to try and do the Shoal Cave double before taking Liza now and hope I can get a Goodra, so I have a strong Dragon type. But yeah, no, that sucks. But yeah, look, I mean, the box isn't too bad. Like, it's alright. Archeops is amazing, Aggron's amazing, Salazzle's been absolutely popping off. This is another victim of the Hasty Sync, which I've scaled both speed and special attack on this. Plus max speed Salazzle with Encore is actually insane. I literally used this guy to Encore Norman's Cinccino. It was so fun. Super cool. I've been loving it. Probopass is actually really cool. Yeah, I've got Medi. Medi's been sitting and waiting for Mustique. I'm very keen for that. That's going to be good. That's at least going to be a pretty strong fighting type. They've been a little bit lacking with them. Like Hitmonlee's great early game, but it kind of loses a bit. And yes, Conkeldurr hits like an absolute truck, but you know it's slow. Medicham, Mega Medicham especially, I think is going to be very, very nice. I do still have a Fairy type in Rabombi. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. Metagross is nice. Chandelure is nice. I do have some available encounters still. I haven't taken my Magma Hideout encounter yet. I haven't taken Game Corner yet. Yeah, that's true. Lucario is good for that. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at any of that yet. But yeah, I got a couple encounters. I've got 123 still to grab. Magma Hideout still to grab. Game Corner still to grab. Now I'll get a couple encounters. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to end in a sec, but I will. Well, I've got a guaranteed gold up when I get to Moss Deep City because you know it's something at least. I've got Slowbro or Slowking waiting for me on 125. It's a good chance it's going to be Slowbro, but I'm just going to hope for that. Then yeah, hopefully early Shoal Cave. Hopefully get a Goodra from that. If not, if I miss Goodra, then honestly, there's not any huge misses in Shoal Cave. Shoal Cave, if I go in the other room, it's either going to be Goodra, Duraludon, Mamoswine, or Grimmsnarl. Mamoswine is definitely a miss out of there, but it's a good fast ground or fast-ish ground type, so that's kind of nice. Given I just lost Flygon, and it'll finally be an Ice type. I haven't had one of them. But Ice types aren't that great. And Grimmsnarl would be good. It's a fairy type, it's a dark type. That'd be nice. But yeah. Anyway, I will be ending the stream there. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. And thanks for the raid earlier. I don't actually know if I'm following you, by the way. I definitely will. Oh no, I wasn't even following you. There we go. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll end that there. See you maybe next time. I don't know. I don't know whether when I'll stream again, but at some point I'm sure. But yeah. See ya later.